the pettiest revenge in Premier League history. Alright, so today we're talking about the most calculated, I remembered that moment in football history. Roy Keane, Alf-Inge Haaland, revenge served cold with studs. Let me set the scene. It's 1997, a Manchester derby. Roy Keane goes down with an ACL injury. He's on the floor in pain, career hanging in the and according to Keane, Haaland stands over him and basically accuses him of faking it. And now imagine tearing your knee and someone says, well, get up. Roy Keane does not strike me as the forgiving type. Fast forward 4 years later, Manchester United versus Manchester City, same Haaland, same Keane, different energy. Keane goes flying in, high, late, studs up on Haaland's knee, red card, chaos, Premier League drama at its finest. Now here's where it gets wild. Most football rivalries, they're emotional, heat of the moment. Roy Keane, he waited 4 years, 4 years. That's not anger, that's memory storage. And in his autobiography later, Keane literally admitted it was revenge. He basically said, I'd waited long enough. That's villain origin story levels of honesty. Now here's the thing people always get wrong. There's this myth that tackle ended Haaland's career. It didn't. Factually, Haaland continued playing after that tackle. He had knee issues from earlier injuries, but that moment did not instantly retire him. So the legend grew bigger than the reality. But the intent, and now that's what makes this story spicy, because Keane wasn't pretending it was accidental. He wasn't saying, I slipped, he didn't do the classic defender apology wave. He said, yeah, I meant it. And the FA did not love that. He got fined heavily, suspended, dragged through headlines. But culturally, that moment became football folklore, because it wasn't just a foul, it was delayed revenge. Now let's talk psychology for a second. Most players forget, move on, focus on trophies. Roy Keane, he kept receipts. 4 years of silent plotting. That's not hot-headed, that's spreadsheet pettiness. And what makes it even crazier, Haaland is the father of Erling Haaland. Yes, that Haaland, meaning somewhere in football destiny, Roy Keane's revenge story connects to the current Premier League goal machine. Football is scripted, I swear. Now here's the debate part. Was Keane wrong? Obviously, yes. Professionally, yes. Red card, intentional harm, not great, but is it one of the most brutally honest moments in football history? Also, yes, because modern players would deny everything, release a PR statement, post a black and white Instagram apology. Roy Keane wrote it in a book. That's like committing the crime, then publishing the documentary yourself. And here's the deeper layer. This is why Premier League rivalries used to feel different. It wasn't just tactical battles, it was grudges, personal history, cold shoulders in the tunnel. Now you've got players swapping shirts and laughing 5 minutes later. Back then, they were writing revenge chapters. So what do we learn from this? 1, never accuse Roy Keane of faking an injury. 2, if you do, move leagues immediately. And 3, football history isn't just trophies. It's moments, narratives, petty timelines. Roy Keane didn't just make a tackle. He made a storyline that still gets debated decades later. And the wildest part, if social media existed back then, that clip would have broken the internet. Keane waited 4 years. Think piece, YouTube essays, TikTok slow motion edits, Twitter threads with red circles. Instead, we got a red card and one of the most honest admissions in football history. So tell me, calculated villain or legendary rivalry moment? And more importantly, if someone accused you of faking an injury, are you waiting 4 years or are you blocking them immediately?